All right. DB just made it, man.
Yeah, I forgot what day of the week it was. So,
well, I hope not. We got a great guest on tonight. What are you talking about?
I know. I've been stoked about this. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, well, it's probably just our generation, right? We get to that. We instead of walking in and going, "Where's my keys?" It's "Where's my podcast?"
Yeah. That's where do I live? That's where I'm at right now.
Right?
Oh yeah, this is my wife's basement. Here we go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So week number 2 and still no celebration tickets. So,
Yeah. Do you really want to get me going on that again?
No, but I will say ICCC, we talk about it a lot. Tickets are still available. Use code HHP10 for 10% off passes. Any of the passes, including VIP, until May 31st. But let's roll into it.
Spectre 2 reporting in. This is Vanessa Marshall, and I play Hera Syndulla on Star Wars Rebels. You're listening to the Hyperspace Heroes Podcast. That's no moon.
And now, on with the show.
Time for bladder check. Check.
Check.
Check. Wait. Screw it. I'm holding it. Time for bladder.
Brown Squadron.
Podcasting, the final audio frontier. These are the legends of Brown Squadron.
Our computer is picking up a strange signal. Here, sir, you better take a look at it.
The ongoing mission? To explore the Star Wars universe and other nerd culture topics. To seek new content and new cantinas, bars, and lounges. To boldly annoy Scruffy by making too many bad jokes. Welcome to the Hyperspace Heroes Podcast.
And welcome to Hyperspace Heroes. This is Brown Leader signing in. All wings report in.
Brown 4 is reporting in.
Right on. Brown 2 is on special assignment again.
Again.
But yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I'm not sure again where he's at tonight.
I don't think he's sure. I mean, he's like the rest of us. We've hit that age. Where are we? What are we doing?
Which property am I working at tonight? Right. So yeah, this is episode 173 and or 198 on the Spotchka scale.
Ooh, we're almost at 200 on the Spotchka scale.
I know. We need to do a episode that Spotchka 200. Maybe it's the search for Whirl Farm Boy.
Oh yeah,
kind of like the search for Spock. But
I like it.
I'm sure he would enjoy that. But yeah, how you been the last week, DB?
Well, the rumor is I had a birthday, and you know what? We talk about losing memory. Yeah. No, I don't feel any older. It's been a busy week, and I was just, looking at the website, and we're down to like 36 days until ICCC.
Oh
man, we're getting close. I'm excited. I'm ready for a road trip.
Right on. So it's where we live. We're finally getting warm weather. I think it hit 60s today. And,
woo!
Right. And
yeah, no, I'm in a t-shirt instead of my hoodie today.
Right. No shoveling snow for us. We got past Mother's Day. I think the snow is behind us finally.
Yeah.
But yeah, so episode 173. If you missed last week's episode, it was a great episode. Go back and watch it, listen to it. We had Rory Ross on and had a really good time. And don't forget he runs that charity. So go back, find the links, and donate. It's to the Children's Hospital of Iowa. So pretty cool program there. But we've got a great guest on tonight. So another actor, interview courtesy of Star Wars Hunter 18. Clint, you're the best. He's the one that made the connection with us tonight. But great actor. He's an actor. second unit Stunts and stand in for the main unit, and we'll find out what that means tonight. He politely corrected me when I did the initial social media post and I had the wording wrong. But that dang fangled technology. But yeah, he's been in a lot of different things. He's been in Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Book of Boba Fett as a Tusken Raider, and he played in Mandalorian, probably the third most hated trooper in Star Wars now. So we're going to, and it relates to this picture. So we're going to talk about that too tonight. But yeah,
I'm intrigued to who the top two are now. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, you got Jason Sudeikis, who season 1 punching Grogu, or Baby Yoda as he was still known back then. And then probably our guest partner in the scene is probably number 2, because he's the one that actually stunned Baby Grogu. But our guest, Mr. Warrren Proulx, let's bring him on stage. Warrren, how are you?
Hello there.
Hello there, General Kenobi.
Get some glasses. There we are.
Yeah.
Right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Right on. And so I was just mentioning to everybody that probably in the history of stormtroopers in modern day Star Wars, probably one of the most infamous roles because of involving we now know him as Grogu, and we did at that point, I think, in the show. But yeah, the trooper that put the cuffs on Grogu.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Man, we're going right for the meat and potatoes, man. Holy cow.
But no, I mean, hey, what a way to go down in history, though, right? I mean, way to,
It was, it was, I always, when I'm at a convention, I always make sure people realize that Dimitri was the one that shot him, stunned him. I always clear that up, and I was the guy that put the baby handcuffs on him.
Yeah,
and then that's when I was like, "Wait a minute, do we have baby handcuffs?
Right?
Are we the bad guys?"
Right. That was going to be my next question. It's like, how many different sizes of cuffs does the Imperial Remnant really carry?
I have no idea, but those fit perfectly on those little hands, on those cute little hands.
Yes, they did. Well, welcome to the show, Warrren. Thanks for joining us tonight. And, we'll kind of get right into the introductory questions, really, which is, what does Star Wars mean to you?
Ever since I was a kid, I was, the perfect age for Star Wars. I think maybe it was Empire might have been the first one I really remember seeing in a theater. But I definitely remember playing with all of the original toys. It's just something that I've always loved. I've always loved this fight between good and evil, and then one day you get to put baby handcuffs on my neck.
Right.
I think you've gotten to be on both sides of that good and evil too. That's pretty cool.
No, I play both sides. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah. We're on board. So, you just kind of said it. You were the perfect age. Can you tell us about your first Star Wars experience?
I remember playing with the toys, and I remember taking my Greedo, and for some reason, I must have been in kindergarten or something, but for some reason I thought that underneath my bike seat was a great place to store Greedo. So I biked over to my little friend's house, and I lost my Greedo figure.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, that's
and then that does something to him, man.
It does.
Yeah. What a super unique story, too. You lost your Greedo.
Do they still make bikes where you can put a toy under the seat?
It was
that takes me right back.
With like springs and stuff under the seat.
Yeah. Right on. I remember those. Right on. So, growing up, and after the trauma of losing Greedo, was acting always something kind of on your radar growing up, or were you kind of heading off in a different path and then got into acting?
I've always loved to perform. So I mean, I would pretend I was an actor pretending to be somebody instead of, a ninja or whatever. I don't know. But I think that I've always loved performing, and like I remember my mom when we were watching Empire in the theater, she pointed out that that's Indiana Jones and Han Solo, and that they're all the same people. And then I was thinking, oh, okay, you know what? There's there's these people make it special.
Right on.
You know what? It took me forever to realize that that was the same actor. Being a kid, they were
my
just.
mom pointed it out. So
Yeah.
It was
right, and he's the guy that took out Greedo too. So
first,
shot first. Heck yeah. Empire was my first too. That was my first one seeing it in the theater, and it just, it blew me away for sure. Growing up, going through school, how did you, now are you from the West Coast originally, or how did you
I did most of my growing up in Connecticut is what I would consider most of my growing up. I mean, I was born in Rochester, New York, and then lived between upstate New York and Connecticut, but I spent my growing up years, I'll say, in Simsbury, Connecticut.
Okay. Rochester, New York. That's where my dad met my mom.
Oh wow!
Funny enough, yeah. Also, the original home of Kodak Film.
Yes.
It
used to be a huge park up there, like a complex. It was like a city.
Mm-hmm. So we all grew up at the same time. Remember when we were kids and we'd have to take our film to either the pharmacy, the photo mat, and then drop it off, and then like 3 days later you'd get your pictures.
Oh yeah.
So I lived in Virginia growing up, and my dad's job, he was the pilot that flew all the film from northern Virginia, southern Maryland to Rochester every night, dropped it off, picked up the load from 2 days ago, and then flew it back to the Washington, D.C. area. And then trucks dispersed it back to the, photo mats and pharmacies all over the place.
I guess you never really thought of it. I just thought of the, the people in the photo mats, but there's a whole thing
it was
whole process.
A little peek behind the curtain, which was, as kids, we were like, until I got to go with him one time on one of his flights, and that's how I figured it all out.
Wow.
But it was it was pretty cool. And it was growing up, you just drop it off, and there it is 3 days later. And that was the magic behind it.
Yep.
But so eventually I'm guessing you kind of made your way out west, and
eventually I made my way out west. And then I tried my hand at acting for a little bit. So, I did some things like The Wedding Singer.
I was going to ask about The Wedding Singer.
My wife's favorite movie.
Yeah, and I'm all just all through that one scene where they're playing the credit or the opening titles. But we worked, I think, a week on that scene.
Wow.
Yeah, we were at that hotel, which hotel it was, but yeah, we were there for like a week filming that.
Very cool. And then how did you kind of make your way into the world of Star Wars? Because you've been in 4 different shows.
Yeah, so I got a call from a casting director to go to an interview for some role. And then, I show up and I'm waiting there, and I walk into the room where the costume is, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And I fit the costume basically. I mean, you can't have gigantic arms or, big, you can't get all the armor on you. So
Right.
that was the perfect height for a stormtrooper, I guess.
Nice.
Unlike Luke, you were the right size for a stormtrooper.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Not too short. So that first one was what Mando, and then
That was Mando season 2. Yeah, can I? I'll tell you later.
No, it's all good. Go for it.
I'm the original trilogy kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've come to appreciate the prequels. The last ones, they happened.
Yeah.
And I was kind of off Star Wars for a while. I picked up Marvel. I mean, I've always been a Marvel fan. But
Okay.
I kind of swept into the Marvel cinematic universe and distanced myself a little bit. But then Mando season 1 came out, and I watched it. I pointed at the screen. I'm like, that is the Star Wars that I remember. I don't know if it was the practical effects or I don't know what it was, but then that got me very excited to do it. And then, then I was doing it.
Yeah.
And then, it's just kind of amazing.
Yeah.
You know what, Brown Leader? If Scruffy doesn't come back, we're bringing Warrren on as a permanent co-host.
Right?
Everything you said is everything that we I don't want to say we believe, but man, you're just right in the mold with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's how I felt watching it. Watching when I got done with episode 1 of season 1 of Mando, it was the closest I had felt to being 6 years old in the theater watching Empire.
Yeah.
Since then, and so totally get that, and we're not huge on the sequels, but they are what they are. For those that love them, God bless them, and it's a Star Wars for a new generation, and that's all good. And hey, keep bringing in the fans, in the end, and all of that. But right on. So then you transitioned from so then did that kind of get you in the loop of Star Wars?
Yeah, once you fit the costume, you're and you're pleasant to work with and not a diva, then you get to they call the people back that work well with others.
Right on.
And so then, on Mando, I played the stormtrooper, but I was also in the what was the other one called? The trooper, the sand trooper or something. I don't remember. Anyway, he has like the upper part is the stormtrooper thing, and the bottom part's like yoga pants or something. Remember that guy?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
Okay, where was I?
Yeah.
I'll just keep talking about it.
We'll just call it. We'll relabel this podcast. Where's my podcast?
I like that.
Right. So you fit the suit. What was that?
Right.
What was
shore
that
trooper,
first time?
Shore trooper.
Oh, shore trooper. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Shore trooper.
Some shore trooping. I did, the Grogu thing, and then I was also in that throng of welcoming people for the when Bill Burr and Mando tried to transport those explosive things, whatever, they pull right in, and then we're all congratulating them.
Right on. Yeah.
So there was some fun things.
Right on. Stormtrooper top and yoga pants. That is my new favorite description.
It was something like that. I don't. I'm trying to remember. I just remember it wasn't. It was pretty comfortable. Except
I know what my Halloween costume is going to be this year now.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
You're gonna. And
I know a good place for yoga pants.
Right. I think he'll just borrow his wife's Lululemons or something, right?
You don't want that image.
So what was it like? So you see the suit, you wear it, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is going on. So what was it like first day on set kind of feeling, I
mean, it was very exciting, but the most interesting thing that I found was we went to this one stage, and this is the first time I had been on this particular stage. It's the volume. So it's that big, so I get on the stage and I'm standing there and I'm looking at the, there's prop, there's a set dressing on the floor. There's, everything's up. And where was I?
First day on set.
Yeah. And and so then I come in, I'm standing there, I'm just looking around. But I don't know I'm in the volume. So I know I'm in a stage. And I look up and I see this big, like a HVAC thing come out and turn and then go down the way. And so I'm looking at it. And as it goes away, I realized that's not real.
Oh.
Because the perspective got all weird.
Okay.
So when I look at this thing in front of me, it looks like it's coming out of the wall and turning. So the video, whatever the game engines or whatever they use to make, they do like parallax, and you look like you're going around a column. I mean, that was an amazing piece of equipment that was brand new. I mean, it was fairly new.
Right. Oh yeah. I get bummed because the volume gets, nowadays everybody likes to dump on the whole concept of the volume, but I mean, it that also just captures the spirit of Star Wars, because part of Star Wars is new technology and do new ways of filming things. And the volume revolutionized, it brought in a new wave of being able to film stuff.
It was pretty interesting. Let's take the whale cutting scene in Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
So the first week, the first week of filming after Andor was the whale cutting scene. And so we'd have to shoot it one way and then turn around, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't turn around because there's nothing there.
Mm.
There's a space in the middle of it. So you have to actually physically use you have to use the computers to make it 180 degree difference.
Mm.
And then they just change some of the flooring and you're done. But you don't have to do a whole change of we don't need a whole space whale there.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Wait, that wasn't real?
I'm sorry to burst your bubble.
You're ruining the magic for me. No, that's really cool that you don't actually have to do anything. They reset the stage around you. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Right on. So let's talk about, so part of your bio is stand in for the main unit.
Yes.
What is that?
The main unit is the one that shoots the main parts of the show. There's a second unit gets like inserts or stunts or things that don't require the talent.
Okay.
I was the main unit stand-in, which is the only one. I mean, really, that's just what they call the stand-in. Stand-in.
Right.
So I was a stand-in for Ewan, and then did some body doubling.
Now, how does that come about? I mean, is it just because of physical similarity, or do you audition to be the stand-in?
This one's pretty interesting because Obi-Wan was always its own separate thing. Like it was more of a Lucasfilm than a Disney Plus kind of thing.
Okay.
It had similar, the crew from Mando just went Mando, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka. They just kept going. So where was I?
How it's different,
You can edit this out, right?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay, good. Go ahead. What?
No, it was just so you were talking about how filming it was different because it felt more like a Lucasfilm production than
right. And so what happened
Disney Plus.
is the casting was different.
Mm-hmm.
I had happened to work with this one casting director, on Modern Family and Call of the Wild. And she called me up one day and said, "Hey, can you grow a beard?" And at the time I was clean shaven. I'm like, "Sure, I can grow a beard." I didn't know if I could grow a beard or not, but sure, yeah, I can. And I show up, and it's for fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. I mean, can I say that on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it was different. Yeah, there were different types of shows. It felt different. I don't know. And so I worked on the main unit as the stand-in and photo, and then second unit was photo double and the one stunt day.
Right on. Now, have you done a lot of stunts and how, or
Not really.
no?
Not a whole lot.
What kind of stunt work did you end up doing?
It was very complicated. I can't go into it right now.
Okay. Right on. Right on.
It was very scary work. Very scary.
Did it involve lightsabers?
It
Yeah.
Right. Dream of everyone.
I wish.
Dream of every
speaking
fan.
of lightsabers, man. Okay, so what happened is I said yes, I can make it. I go show up for the camera testing. So before they shoot the production, they test out lights and camera lenses and just how to get the right thing so they're not dicking around on the set during when they're trying to get it. Man, what was I saying again?
Oh, just talking about being on set with Obi-Wan and you were going down a train of thought there, but
no, it's wonderful. Whatever.
Yeah. So and then you kind of went on and with Ahsoka and Book of Boba Fett.
Yes.
Book of Boba Fett playing a Tusken Raider.
So, well, actually, it was funny. So we started filming Book of Boba Fett, and so I fit the costume, and it's a completely different costume. I mean, like you wear Uggs and like flowing robes, and on the stormtrooper, it's very tight and attach things to you. But you can take the helmet off of the stormtrooper.
Mm-hmm.
The Tusken Raider, they strap this mask around your face, and then they wrap it up around the neck so you can't see the difference. And there was some guys that didn't make it past the first day.
I can imagine that being claustrophobic.
Oh
yeah.
man, well, we would get mask breaks every once in a while. It was also like 100 degrees in Manhattan Beach at the time. Or no, that was in I think Carson. But anyway, so Book of Boba Fett, and then I also got to photo double Gorfalaquax, the Aqualish mob boss.
Right on.
In the scene.
Right on.
But then I got the job in the camera testing for Obi-Wan while I was on Book of Boba Fett.
Okay.
And I'm like, I think I just booked a really good job. So I show up on set, for the first day of camera testing.
Yeah.
And they hand me not a lightsaber, but they hand me like a cylindrical light.
Okay.
Okay. Like a lighting light. And they make it blue. And then Demetrius comes walking in, and it's Vader, who's like this tall. Wait, can you see my head?
Yeah.
And so one of the things I wanted to see the reflections and stuff. So we have to stand there, and I'm looking at Vader, and I'm looking at the lightsabers cross in his eye reflections, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? Yeah, no, it was amazing.
That is amazing.
That was
wow.
one of my first days there.
Right.
I would get so lost in that moment. That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
That's
it was
crazy.
amazing. Yeah.
I think my feet would like plant roots and just be like, I'm not moving. I'm not moving from this moment.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's phenomenal. So, all right, we got a question from the chat. Star Wars 118 chiming in. Besides playing Obi-Wan, what character is your favorite that you played and why?
Ooh. Ooh, that's a good question. Night Trooper. That's what I'm gonna go with. Night Trooper. Maybe that wasn't that hard a question.
Yeah.
Night
But
Trooper.
why? Why? Because they have cool uniforms?
Well, yes. And we really got, there were a group of us who really got to be good friends working together. And we were the only stormtroopers who ever had to stand back up on camera. Most of the time they're getting shot and falling down.
Oh.
So we got reanimated. So we had to figure out a way to get up in that costume that you can't even get down on.
Right.
It took a lot of rehearsing. But
Right on.
We did it.
Boy, that's something you never think about. They're always falling. They're not getting up.
They're always falling.
You're right.
Never standing back up.
That's right. Yeah, because yep. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. We got a few people in the chat. Star Wars Hunter, welcome to the show, sir. Dark Apostle 66, welcome to the show. And the Max Rebo Experience, hello there.
Oh, Max Rebo.
Right
on. So yeah, so how did you, so then you ended up getting into, so you played a couple different things in Ahsoka, right? So you did the Night Trooper,
right? There was also the Henge Guard,
yep,
and a Peridian Bandit. They were the guys in the orange that that she was raising the sword to call us to battle
rally
or something. Yeah, rally. Yeah,
that's cool.
There was a guy that stood up. I'm like, when I looked at it, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, was that easier to stand up than Stormtrooper armor?
Hell of a lot easier, because those were like yoga pants too. Those were like those flowing pants.
Yeah. We've heard from other people that have been able to wear the Stormtrooper armor that it pinches a lot.
There's just it's you put on like a wetsuit or something, something like that, black long sleeve, long leg wetsuit type thing, and then they start attaching pieces to you, and some of these pieces have to like rubber band on, and some of these pieces end up being this close to you, and you turn around and your forearm thing pinches against your bicep thing, and you're like, what the hell?
Joy.
Yeah.
Joy.
So it's a very snug costume.
It makes you wonder how in universe somebody would actually get dressed without assistance, right?
They must have a robot or something. I don't know.
Kind of like the Iron Man setup, right? With
I guess it would have to be a droid since it's back then.
Oh,
right on. So since you've played both bad guys and good guys, what's more fun to play for you?
That's a good question. No, I mean, my favorite job was Obi-Wan. I loved being on set for everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all the good guy stuff.
Right.
But, I didn't care if I was laying in a bottom of a mine at 2:00 in the morning, and dusty all over the place, or if I was in a desert it's 118 degrees. I mean,
you're in freaking Star Wars. Who cares? Right?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
You're living the dream of every guy our generation.
Oh man, there was a week when I was shooting maybe Mandalorian season 2 where I worked I think like 3 days for Mando, and the other 2 days I worked on Black Widow.
Oh.
So I was the task force faceless buddy, whatever. But my inner 8-year-old was thinking, okay, so I'm a Marvel and I'm doing Star Wars and I'm doing. Yeah, that was fun.
Oh man,
right on. What kind of Marvel projects have you worked on besides Black Widow?
That, unfortunately, I think that's the only one.
Okay. So and we'll pivot to Marvel a little bit, because we talk Star Wars, but we'll talk anything nerd culture. And so who's your go-to favorite Marvel superhero?
See, when I was a kid, it was Hawkeye.
Okay.
And I would read Avengers comics. In the cinematic universe, I just love what they did with Captain America.
Right on.
So that would have to be my answer.
Right on. Yeah, I was a Spider-Man guy growing up.
Oh well, sure. Yeah, no,
you know.
you've got those little not Velcro, those little like plastic stickers of like Hulk and Abomination and Spider-Man.
Right on. But as an adult and working in the corporate world, I appreciate the freewheeling attitude of Tony Stark.
Well, when you have that much money, you can
True, right? Right.
afford that.
Right, because there's times you definitely want to act like that for sure. DP, I'll let you kind of chime in. I've been asking a lot of the questions.
Well, I not a question, but you made me think. When I was a kid, I had this wrist action Spider-Man thing, and it shot like plastic darts or something, but not actually a web. But man, I wonder whatever happened to that. That was only 50 years ago. I
had this thick plastic Spider-Man utility belt.
Ooh.
Oh, cool!
I remember those.
There's probably a picture of me someplace with that.
So, when you show up to work every day, I mean, do you know, hey, today I'm a Tusken Raider, or today I'm a Stormtrooper, or today I get to cuff Baby Yoda? I mean,
not usually. I mean, the only one was Obi-Wan. I knew what was coming up. I knew, what,
so
what
you
we
just
had to do there. But
you get in the character the day of.
I was, well, I mean, I only saw the Obi-Wan stuff. So, oh, that's not true. Ewan was gone for a week, and so I played a Stormtrooper in one of the Riva scenes.
Oh,
okay. When they're in the Inquisitorium or whatever that place is.
Yeah.
Inquisitorium. I like that word.
Say that 3 times.
That's
fast.
what we're going to say. No, I will not.
No, it was hard enough to say it once.
Right?
Right on. So, if you could play a character of your choice in Star Wars, what kind of character would you want to play?
I mean, I loved the Obi-Wan. I loved playing Obi-Wan.
Right on.
I mean, you get to wear all the costumes.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, it was just, that was my favorite job to work on.
Man, to be able to wear an actual Jedi robe, that
and get on an actual camel. I mean, EOP.
Yeah. Right. Wink. Right. Very cool. Very, very cool. DB, you got any other questions?
I'm just reading the comment from Max Rebo. I don't know if that's appropriate or not. He was talking about being led by Shin Hadi, and
yes, that's a very fitting name.
Right.
But yes, that was we were the guys that were rising to the occasion.
Were you on set with the leads for that, or is that filmed separately?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, Rosario is a powerhouse. She was always happy on set.
Nice.
And it was bizarre to see that she was always so happy. She'd be stabbing people with her lightsabers after we cut. And, oh, I gotcha. No, I'm just kidding. So she was just a powerhouse. She was great.
Fun fact, Rosario and I share a birthday, so if I ever meet her, I'm going to tell her that.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Birdie told me that was your birthday, DB.
Yeah, I had a birthday, but I refused to get older. I just celebrated the anniversary of my birth.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I was just reading this thing over here. Will we be seeing you in Mando and Grogu?
Right on.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
Right. Yep. Not saying yes, not saying no. Right.
We can ask you that in 2 weeks,
maybe.
Right?
I don't know. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Most excellent.
1 week. We'll actually be going in 1 week.
Oh, yeah.
Is that next week?
It is. Oh. If you can believe that.
Yeah.
Thursday night preview.
Oh. Yeah, heads up, gang. We're not live next week, so enjoy this show.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be at the theater. We'll probably post some reels and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, well, very cool. Very, very cool. Any other kinds of stories or anything from being on set? Any other kind of cool stuff that happened?
I don't know. There's always something interesting that happens. I mean, because every day is different. We're shooting the same thing, but every day we've got something going on.
Right on.
And, that's what I love about it.
Right
That,
on.
you know, it seems like you're going to the same job every day. Oh, I'm going to the same job every day, but your job every day isn't the same. So
Yeah. Right. It kind of goes back to what DB was asking about, which was, you know, do you know ahead of time, or is it just you show up on set and that here's today's course of action, right?
Yeah.
Here's today's scenes. Well,
I mean, do you wake up in the morning and go, I got to go to work, but I get to work in Star Wars. How cool.
Absolutely. I live in Burbank, and we're shooting in Manhattan Beach.
Okay.
Which is a good drive, but luckily I had to be on set before traffic was really bad.
Oh, yeah.
So I would just put on some Star Wars, you know, John Williams, I almost said CD, you know, music. And
you can say CD. You're among friends here.
Well, and then, you know, would crank it up and drive to Manhattan Beach every day. Every day I did that.
Man.
Torture. Absolute torture.
And I would wake up and be like, oh, gotta go to work.
Right on. Right on.
So
I was always the happiest person there. You know that meme with Darth Vader and the stormtroopers walking down the hallway and Big Bird's there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, I'm like Big Bird.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, look at where we are.
Right on. Right.
So were you able to appropriate any props or costume pieces from any of the shows, or do you not want to get yourself in trouble?
They frown upon that.
Yeah.
So if a rock that was force thrown at Vader made it into my personage somehow, it could happen. But no, they really frown upon that.
Yeah, the Force works in mysterious ways, man. I get it.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right on. Well, cool. Well, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Well, we hope to see you in more projects coming up for sure.
Absolutely.
You know, and the more you can live in the Star Wars universe, the better, right?
Absolutely. It's better than this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
It definitely has its days. So
what's the word on Obi-Wan season 2? I know you have the inside scoop, right?
I don't. But I never really thought that they were going to do a season 2 because it was always kind of meant to be its one-off thing. But obviously, if you love doing it, and you got people who love doing it, then you could do it, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see how they would squeeze the story in.
they got to figure out everything else before me.
Yeah, right. We got another question for the chat. So from Adelphi Rangers, welcome to the show, sir. Did you pass Max Rebo on the way out, by the way? Did you ever get to play a background X-Wing pilot?
No, that is a negative. I've always been stormtroopers or Tusken Raiders or some other kind of weird alien. But never got to fly the X-Wing. I had my little orange Luke in the X-Wing outfit. That was, but nope, I never got to do it myself.
Right on. All right. Well, very cool. Warren, it's been awesome talking stories. Anything else, DB, before we flip over into Collection Corner?
No, I'm trying to pry all the dirt out of him, and he's very good at keeping that NDA solid. So
the mouse has ears everywhere.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You are
That's
not
right.
wrong.
Right. Yeah, and we know Lucasfilm is constantly watching. Wink. And so
yeah, no, I wouldn't want to get you in trouble. I'm just, you are so lucky to be a part of this universe. I hope you get to be in more of it. And I hope we get to, somehow see you on a screen next week. So
right on.
That would be great. I'll let you know.
Right. Star Wars Hunter 18 Obi-Wan series was amazing. We need a season 2. Absolutely.
Agreed.
Everyone loves it. It was, it was great to film. It was a lot of fun because it had that kind of old feeling to it. But it
You know
had
what?
all the brand new, animatronics and everything, though.
I think one of the things that I enjoyed about the Obi-Wan series was Ewan and you and us. I mean, it was age appropriate. They didn't have to make him old or de-age him.
Yeah.
Perfect transition into the Alec Guinness version of the character.
Yeah.
And it would be nice to see if there was another adventure in there, but yeah, don't squeeze it in just for the fact of squeezing it in.
Well,
yeah.
Luckily, I don't have to talk to the people that do that. So.
Yeah, you know what? You just wait for that phone call and take it when it comes, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Right on. Yeah, no. Yeah, Ewan did a great job with the whole, post-traumatic stress.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was like watching a master class every day is what my job was.
Yeah,
and I had to watch him because I had to do the same thing to prep the next scene so that we can get it done and shot real, quickly.
Right on.
And man, I'm jealous of that job.
Yeah, no, right on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. From Delphi Rangers, some rumors of Kenobi in the Clone Wars armor in Ahsoka 2.
I have no comment. I don't know. I really don't.
Well, I wouldn't be
because Ahsoka 2 was shot in the UK. Like Andor, and so
right on.
And
I mean,
what's going on over there?
Yeah, they had they had Hayden, in Clone. They made him look like the Clone War era.
Yep.
And so I wouldn't be surprised if they continue more flashbacks.
Possibly, but maybe.
Yeah, that'd be fun to see.
But then that means that he would have worked, and they didn't call me.
Oh,
thanks for rubbing it in at Delphi Rangers.
Yeah, Delphi. What do you know that we don't know?
Right? Just kidding.
Right on.
So do you ever get on the con circuit? Do you ever go and sign autographs?
Actually, I just came back from the Santa Maria con.
Oh yeah,
in California. I've got a couple. Let's see. I've got some like the Crypticons in Kansas City in August and Minneapolis in October.
Oh, Minneapolis. That's close to us. Kind of, sort of.
Yeah. And I'm excited for ICCC. It would be nice to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see it at ICCC. It's a great con.
It is.
And I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, it was all built around
this year. They've got the greatest American hero.
That's right.
William True. Himself.
Loved
that show when I was a kid.
Yep, and that con was all built around collecting of the original stuff too.
That's a good segue.
You can get a new Greedo.
I already got my Vader.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and flip over to Collection Corner.
That's a good transition.
I want it all. Keep your time to a proxy claim. I want it all. And I want it great now. I want it all. Brown Squadron.
All right, Collection Corner segment. Scruffy is not on the show tonight, but I can probably pretty much guarantee it was Comic Book Wednesday yesterday, so he probably added more comics to his collection. So, but yeah, let's start with the birthday boy, DB.
Yeah, you know what? I got a lot of stuff to show because things kept showing up on my desk at work this week. So I'll do this rapid fire as fast as I can. If y'all can see that. That is a 1990s Star Wars Bendham Luke Skywalker.
Bendham. Oh my God.
This was kind of the test market to bring back the action figures in the early 90s.
Yeah, the Bendhams. I remember those.
And this one is sealed, so I'm not going to open this one. All right, there's one item. Couple more action figures. I got a three-hole punch Checky from the Acolyte. And she got stabbed 3 times with the lightsaber, so we call her a three-hole punch.
Got it.
And Jedi Master Skull.
Very nice of you to. remind her. Yeah, and that was a good one too. I like that one.
Master Soul, the guy who
Yep.
learned English just to
Yep.
be in Star Wars,
Yep.
you know?
Yep,
Mhm.
I would too.
And look at this. I forgot about this guy. It's a stormtrooper. Never had enough
Oh, I like
stormtroopers to go in my.
Yeah.
I don't know if if you can see, but I have some dioramas like mad back here.
He's got a
So
lot of stuff back there.
Yep. and then
And then
those who listen or watch regularly, both of you know that I am into the Micro Galaxy Squadron ships.
Oh,
And-
shoot. I haven't seen those in a long time.
There's the new Razor Crest.
Wow.
And then Brown Leader snuck this on my desk.
Yeah.
My two favorite starfighters, the Y-Wing
The Y-Wing.
and the TIE Bomber, in a single set.
That's great. Wow.
And I love this Y-Wing because it's painted like the old die-cast Y-Wing from Kenner
Yeah.
back in the day. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to have to get displayed right next to my original Y-Wing.
Absolutely.
So I have to say thank you to my two co-hosts, and one's not here, but they really hooked me up for my birthday this year.
right on.
So
All right. Right on.
that's the end of my rapid fire. What do you got, Brown Leader?
What do I got?
So let's flip over to Warren. So I know
Warren, what do you got? I
Hi.
saw Darth Vader, did I not?
Yeah.
Yes, I've got. Well, this is the. You can tell because he's been well loved. He's. In fact, I don't even know where his lightsaber is, but anyway. Oh, so I used to bring my action figures onto set. So
Oh, yeah?
If I were a stormtrooper, I'd bring my old stormtrooper with the wonky arm that spins around. And then Boba Fett, I brought my Boba Fett.
Nice.
And then Obi-Wan I brought this guy, and I brought my Obi-Wan, my Alec Guinness Obi-Wan. And I actually put these guys on the set, the actual set of the moon where they fight, and
yeah.
took a picture of it.
Oh, where's that
So-
picture? We need these
Oh,
guys.
that's
Well,
cool.
but I'll have to find it. But yeah, so these guys are fighting each other on the set of Obi-Wan.
That's very cool.
Are these your original action figures? Or
Oh,
are these-
absolutely.
Oh, man.
70s. This is probably one of the oldest ones I have.
Nice.
Excellent. I love somebody who's got their originals from the
Mhm.
70s, man. That is
Mhm.
awesome.
Right on. Right on. So Delphi Rangers chimed in, DB, and he said, "Open that Bendham and smell the '90s air."
No, I actually have an open version of this. This one's staying carded and going in the display. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
And then, according to Delphi, Red Jammer has been shown in the teaser trailers.
it has.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
I say I've been kind of avoiding the trailers. I want to enjoy this, totally green next week. No pun intended, because Grogu is green.
Well, right.
But
None taken.
only some jerk would put handcuffs or something on the little
Okay,
guy.
listen. One
so-
time. And
Seriously.
no one lets you live it down.
How much
Right?
crap do you take for that? I mean, come on.
More than I should, actually.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Warren? You got to be that guy. If I were a stormtrooper, I'd be the guy in A New Hope who bashes his head on the door.
I just
Mhm.
barely got to be the guy that put the handcuffs on Grogu.
Right on.
I was like a last minute swap out.
Oh,
But yeah, that was kind of interesting.
So for collection quarter for me, I'm really I can't show a lot of it, the new stuff, because it's for Scruffy's birthday at the end of the month. So I know when he rewatches, I don't want to go off to him. But so as
Very thoughtful.
right, so as the listeners and the viewers know, I got sucked into Whatnot, which is an app where people sell stuff all the time. It's an auction format, so you can bid for stuff. And I'd shown some stuff I got from Cantina Customs, which is one of my favorites. And Scruffy did give me the jewel case or the star case so I could put this guy. So this is a custom figure that he does where it's R5
R5D4
in carbonite, and he does authentic card backs and everything.
Oh, nice.
But I picked up a couple more things from him, but I can't show them because they're for Scruffy's birthday. But a lot of the sellers, if you buy something, they'll do giveaways for anybody that's purchased during the course of the auction. and I won one of the auctions from him, and it's the Showman. If you're watching, stop watching right now. So this is here, I'll blow it up. So this is a custom droid done in the theme of Pokemon. And my oldest, my oldest son was a big Pokemon.
Yeah, mine too.
Kid growing up, to the point where I volunteered to take him and his best friend to the first Pokemon movie, and that was
who's the best dad? Raise your hand.
Yeah, for sitting through that, I deserve an award, because very few movies annoyed me, but for some reason that one got under my skin. But anyway, that's gonna go to my oldest boy Matt the next time I see him. But what else is there? Anything? I did also on Whatnot. I'm a big fan of Rex, Commander Rex. So picked up this loose guy on Whatnot. Really good. I've been wanting one with a lot of fine detail, and this is one of those ones that's got a lot of, because I'm a big fan of the his second helmet, in the series that he transitions to.
Very nice.
But yeah, and then funny enough, I bought a puzzle. I think I have a picture of it. Of Captain Rex from the Clone Wars.
Oh yeah,
and it was $1.
Look at that handsome guy.
Right,
$1.
It was $1 for the puzzle.
What was that from RoboCop? I'd buy that for $1. Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about.
Right.
Man, that was a great movie.
And then
it is.
He hits the guy at the end when he's splat. He just explodes into splat.
Right, from the toxic sludge.
That was great, because the guy's like, they hit him. He just water.
They don't make movies like that anymore,
right?
Right.
They remake them now.
Right. And then I do have the last thing I bought on Whatnot is on its way, and I'm actually anxious to show that one off when I get it next week, but or actually it'll be 2 weeks at this point, but I actually got my hands on a B-Wing, and not the original version of the toy, but the 90s Dagger Squadron red one, and so and picked it up at a really good price too, so I'm excited to get that, because I'm definitely going to try to work that into the display somewhere,
right?
And get that, because I love R5, and I'm a B-Wing fan.
I still have my R5 somewhere.
I'm building an army, unfortunately. I got sucked in, and I probably have about 15 different R5s right now.
I like how John and Dave put R5D4 in Mandalorian with the thing that was exploding on his head, and it was
the score marks. Yes,
that's just brilliant.
What an amazing level of detail to put those score marks there, and to bring back a guy from the past like that and give him a new life is just. I couldn't be more excited for him.
Again, that's our generation bringing back the things we love from our childhood.
Mm-hmm.
My childhood.
Right on. Okay, so that's Collection Corner. So we will segment out of that.
I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it mint now.
All right, Collection Corner. So, so Warren, tell everybody where people can find you online.
Oh, well, you can find me on Instagram at WRPROULX. That's WR Proulx. You can also find me on WarrenProulx.com. And there's some like pictures and things. There's little coins, and if Norse Legion sends me the next coin, then we'll debut it probably on that.
Right on.
And I think that's about it. I mean, yeah. That's
Very
where you find me.
Right on. All right. We are going to start to wrap up the show, but that also means it's DB's favorite segment of the show.
Run, Warren, run.
All right.
No. Prepare thyself.
Dad joke corner.
Right. Here we go. Dad joke of the week. Time to annoy Scruffy and DB. Dead, 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 dead joke of the week, of the week. All right, Star Wars dad joke of the week, courtesy of Kelly Knox's Star Wars dad jokes. We're making our way through this book because she did finally come out with volume 2. So we will have to make our way through to that. So let's see. All right, so Star Wars dad joke of the week. How did Luke Skywalker feel when the Emperor demonstrated the full power of the dark side?
I don't know. How did Luke Skywalker react when he got the whole power of the dark side?
He was shocked. That was dad joke of the week. Now don't you feel absolutely complete? Right on.
I was gonna go with burned out, but
shocked.
That's good.
Right. Oh, look at that. Adelphi Rangers. You got to follow on your Instagram. Right on. So, all right. So, last thing we do before we sign off, all the guests on the show become honorary members of Brown Squadron, and so with that you get a flight designation and you get a call sign. And then all honorary members always have open invitations to come back to the show anytime they like.
Good. Can they be co-hosts?
Absolutely. Right on. Scruffy, this is your warning.
Yeah, that's
right. So we're going to put you in the logs as Brown 94. And I was going to go with Cuffs as the call sign. But I do like I know, but I do like the Obi-Wan that you have on the screen. And if you'd like to go with that, we could go with that one.
Let's do that. Why not?
Right on. So so welcome to the crew, Warren.
Thank you so much. Reporting for duty.
Right on. So that is the show for tonight, everybody. We hope you had a good time. We are Hyperspace Heroes and Brown Squadron. We broadcast weekly Thursday nights at 8:00. Just a reminder, no show next week. Watch for some social media posts. We will be at the theater for Mando and Grogu. If you live in the Traverse City area, in northern or anywhere in northern Michigan, we're going to be at the 6:30 showing at the IMAX. There's still tickets available. Come and join us. Have a good time. Let's glare at all the overpriced popcorn buckets we can't afford, and and enjoy a good movie. And hopefully we'll see Warren on
I've heard there's some really good actors in that Grogu and Mando movie.
Right, I've heard that too. So we broadcast weekly 8:00 Thursday nights on YouTube, Facebook, and X. We are Hyperspace Heroes. You can find us on all the socials. And where is my ticker? Flubbing the outro. So you can find us on X, Facebook, X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. You can email us at brownsquadron@gmail.com. You can find all of our links at beacons.ai/Brown Squadron. So Warren, again, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Right on. So, so give us a follow, give Warren a follow, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks for everybody. So this is Brown Leader signing off for the crew, and you have been listening and watching Hyperspace Heroes.
May the force be with you.
That's no moon.
That's no moon.
Oh, yes, the joyous sprinkles.